Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the Philadelphia 76ers hot pursuit of James Harden. Before I get right into that, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now so you can get all the notifications each and every time we have content coming out from Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, we're going to get right into the action. James Harden is going to be a major piece in the offseason as far as trade acquisition for the Philadelphia 76ers. I tell people this because it's reports coming out right now. As soon as Daryl Morey stepped down from the Houston Rockets job, I thought maybe he was going to take a break from basketball. He was going to go away. But when he ended up in Philadelphia and Doc Rivers ended up in Philadelphia, I knew some way, shape, or form he was going to try to get James Harden. When he left Houston, he took out that large page ad in the newspaper and basically thanking James Harden, saying, "This is the best thing that's ever happened to me professionally in my life, was getting James Harden from Oklahoma City Thunder." And when you're looking at James Harden and his skill set, he's a top 10 NBA player right now. Offensively, he gets the job done. When you're looking at defense, he leaves a little to be desired. But when you're looking at why it did not work in Houston with so many different players, when you look at Clint Capella, he's not really an offensive-minded big. When you look at Dwight Howard, he's not really an offensive-minded big. So when you're giving somebody that kind of skill set, with that, with the height, with the weight and things like that, you have to have an offensive guy to go along with him. What does James Harden do well? He sets people up to get easy baskets, whether it be him dribbling and driving and getting to the lane and dishing it, or him simply dribbling out the clock to the point where he's getting a double team and now someone has to come up and he's hitting them with a wide open pass. If you get a big like Joel Embiid and you team him with James Harden, you never know what can happen, because it's never happened to that point for what the Houston Rockets had. You look at just the pieces they have. They were probably going to have to trade a 4-team or 5-team deal and get rid of Tobias Harris, Josh Richardson, Al Horford. It's so many different people on that roster that they have to get rid of. But for the opportunity to be in the East, away from LeBron, and getting these guys a chance to get to the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly the NBA Finals on the Eastern Conference side. When you look at Embiid, he has the ability to cook Giannis Antetokounmpo. We've seen him do it so many different times. Embiid is a better basketball player one-on-one than Giannis is because of his skill set on offense and defense. On defensively, I think on any given night, they both can be rim protectors. They both can crash the boards and do whatever they need to do, what bigs do. But offensively, Joel Embiid's offense, his skill set, being able to dribble the ball, being able to put the ball on the ground and drive, and then being able to shoot consistently, puts him over Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. So when I'm looking at James Harden, his skill set matches well with Joel Embiid. I think that those two together in the East could be something very serious and something very special in Philly. Again, it's going to take a lot of guys to trade and get this job done, but there's reports that this is going to happen. You look at Daryl Morey. He's one of those offensive metric guys, and he's going to do everything he can to get James Harden in a Philadelphia 76ers uniform. And I think this could possibly bode well for the Sixers team. You look at James Harden being 31 years old. You look at his scoring. You look at what he can do to make people better on his team. And I think you're going to take a page out of Doc Rivers' book and help him play defense. It's going to be a phenomenal time in Philadelphia. I think Daryl Morey, if it's nobody else, we've seen him pull off magnificent trades. When no one thought it could happen, he made the trades happen. So I have 100% belief that Daryl Morey is going to get this done. He's going to put together a package where the Houston Rockets are getting Ben Simmons. And I believe that I believe James Harden is coming to Philadelphia. So are you Sixers fans? Are you Houston fans? Are you excited? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus for all the breakdowns and all the updates each and every time we have it on YouTube. Thank you so very much and have a great one.